Terran player might be able to hold his own. Who knows? We'll see. Watch the game. Watch the match. You'll like it, I promise. Go ahead and put up the production tab early this game so you guys can see what's going on, and a little bit of good luck and have fun from Sick. And good luck, I love you from Loopyrider. Very sweet guy. Got a little bit of a awkward placement here. We got both players on the bottom map with the Zelnaga Watchtower right in the middle. However, this is kind of nice for the Terran player now that I think about it, because when he figures out that the Zerg player is just to the bottom left of him, he'll be able to take the medevac straight across, go right into his mineral line. Not a bad idea. Loopyrider's gonna do the standard farm, barracks farm, block off his ramp, and it looks like Sick is gonna take his Overlord and go into the Terran player's base, get a little scope, but he better do it quick before Loopyrider takes out a Marine and takes out his Overlord. In the beginning might not be a big deal, but it is 100 minerals. Set him back a little bit in the early stages. And it looks like Sick asking his opponent if he's dead yet. Wanted to know what he was doing at EA, trying to get that insider's information from him. Is he working on a new game? Is he in the mailroom? No, I don't believe so. I think what he's doing is preparing for week 1 in the office for the After Hours Gaming League, and we'll see how that's helped him. Looks like Loopyrider's going to go ahead and get a double barracks with an early gas, while the Zerg player is just going to grab a spawning pool. He's not going to focus on the gas right now, which is not too big of a deal. He could push out some Zergs, and instead he's going to get a early expo. But what I'm curious if his opponent, Loopyrider, is going to get the all-in one base. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. And for the viewer's interest, again, sorry I gotta do this, but I have to make sure these are right. That's not the right way to do it. Okay, this is the right way to do it. I know this is frustrating to you guys, it's frustrating to me too. Hopefully this week I'll be able to figure out a fast and easy way to get this done with my overlay. So there it is, got the scores up for you guys, so you're well aware, well informed, which is very important to do. Half the battle is just knowing. Alright, looks like in the Productions tab, we got a Queen coming out, a Spine Crawler coming out, some Marines, Command Centers, just the basic stuff that you would see in the first 5 minutes of the game. Looks like with this tech lab, is he going to get a stim pack? Is he going to get a combat shield? I'm thinking stim pack. That has been the pattern for tonight's matchups when each player has played Marine or Terran, I'm sorry. Whatever. Sick's going to get that expo, and it looks like from the looks of it, just now going on his gas, double gas. I have a feeling Loopyrider is going to one base all in him. He's getting his Marine Marauders out, which Marauders I could see being effective if Sick was going to go Roaches, have heavy Roach composition. However, in the early stages, those Marauders are probably only useful for the Queen or the Spine Crawler, which maybe that's what he's going for. I'm probably, you know, totally messed up on his gameplay, which is not a big deal. He knows what he's doing. Those Marauders are for the Queen. Those Marauders are for the possible Spine Crawler that's at the base. The host, technical, of GoPro Arena doesn't know what he's talking about. I accept that. Alright, here we go. Looks like Sick's gonna go ahead and get this Overlord, and he's gonna know that these Marines Marauders are gonna come for him. Looks like they're gonna take out that Overlord. Gonna set Sick behind some farms here. Sick just kind of checking out, seeing if he's got any more expos up. Which is a good idea. With Zerg, if you get too many expos, you can have a real problem on your hand. It can be a real pain to get rid of the Zerg once they have 3 or more expos. Hell, it's hard with 2 expos. And it looks like Loopyrider's going to come right in, and he's going to instantly know that that was a bad idea. Looks like all of these units are going to get wiped up. Sick making sure he can close the gap and get them wiped up. Sick now is going to counterattack him, which is a good idea, wiping up all those Marines and Marauders. Go ahead, counterattack, or go check for an expansion. However, it looks like he's going to counterattack, but trying to get through this with your Zerglings with no attack upgrade is a bad idea. Even with an attack upgrade is a bad idea, unless, of course, you have Banelings. Then it's a great idea. So that's what he's going to do, which is nice timing on Sick's part, considering his +1 is about to be finished. That's also going to give his Banelings +1, which is going to make their splash damage more powerful. So I want to see how this plays out. Looks like he's going to wait for that +1 attack to get done. And he's going to wait a little bit longer for that to get done. All the while, looks like Loopyrider is going to build a bunker, try to hold off this attack. And it looks like Sick's bringing in some more Zerglings. So this is going to try to be the end-all, be-all for Sick, and I don't blame him. And it looks like he's going to bust through with the Banglings, but he's not going to take out any units. He's only going to get the one farm first. And he's going to come in with the rest of his Zerglings, but this choke point here that Loopyrider has is going to stop him from doing that. That was a very nice choke point, because at that rate, I think they would definitely be able to hold off this attack, unless Sick used that one Bangling to wipe out most of these units here. But I suppose naturally, since that Baneling's got to go up the ramp, that wasn't going to happen unless he sent in a few Zerglings. So we'll see what he wants to do. But in the meantime, it looks like we're going to have a third expo from Sick, and it looks like at this point, Loopyrider's still on one base. He's trying to build his command center to place it down here on his second expo, which is going to be right out in the middle if he places it here. Considering where he built it, it looks like that's where he wanted to place it. We'll have to see. It could go here, but obviously the safer spot is over here. It's going to be easier to defend for him. Looks like Sick's got pretty good map control. He's going to have sights pretty much where he needs them right now, which is not a bad idea. Looks like he's going to have the +1 missile attacks, and with that, he's either going to get roaches or he's going to get Mutalisks. My guess is he's going to get roaches, and there's the Roach Warren. And he's going to have also that +1 shield, so he's going to be 1-1-1. And this is a good idea for Loopyrider to get those tanks out. With those tanks, if he can get them in siege mode, which looks like he already has, he'll be able to defend off pretty good attacks from Sick. And it looks like he's just now getting his bunker put out for his second expo. So I guess that expo is going to be here, which is a good idea. Loopyrider now having excellent map coverage. He's going to know if Loopyrider is going to come in with anything crazy. He's going to see, oh, he doesn't have the Overlord all the way down. So if Loopyrider was real crazy, that Overlord would see him. Maybe. Loopyrider could sneak a couple medevacs past that Overlord, bring him down here, right into the enemy player's 6th base, wipe out his mineral line, get him back out, go back down, go back home, have a few beers for wiping out some drones. Anyway, enough with all that. And it looks like he's going to get the... I forgot. Glial reconstitution. That's probably why I forgot. But this is going to increase the movement speeds for the roaches, even while they're off the creep, which is a good idea. Looks like he's going to have a heavy roach composition, but with these tanks sitting exactly where they are, they got good vision, good coverage. Once Sick brings in those roaches, they're probably going to get taken out pretty quick by those tanks. So we'll see how this works out. But he's got a heavy composition, heavy roach composition, so I'm not looking too worried. And right now with the units killed, it is 9 and 17. It looks like... Oh, looks like Loopyrider has the most kills thus far. So we'll see how this works out. It looks like we got those +1s. We're going for the level 2 armor for the Zergs, and we're going to the level 2 missile attack for the Zergs. So he's definitely relying heavily on the roaches. Gonna upgrade the missile attack and the armor for those roaches, and it looks like we got a Nautilus network up, and he's got the Nautilus network down, sending in the Zergs into the mineral line. Gonna wipe out, well, not gonna wipe out all the SCVs, but definitely gonna make him pull them off the mineral line. Gonna take out this gas, and it looks like at this point Loopyrider has no choice but to respond to this, but does he have enough to respond? I don't think he has enough to respond to this attack. These roaches are too strong, the Zergs are too strong. And it looks like the only thing Loopyrider has to do is to move his command center out. And it looks like Sick is going to make pretty quick ways to this main base here. Looks like Sick's going to clear out some bunkers. He's going to take a little bit of damage from these tanks, and one tank's going to try to move down to the bottom, but he's not going to make it. Sick probably should take these roaches back and clean up the rest of Loopyrider's base, but he's just going to go all in. He doesn't really care at this point. He's going to get that tank cleared out, which is a good idea. That tank can really lay havoc on Loopyrider. Or on Sick, my bad, my apologies. Sick now with some more roaches. Oh, look at all these roaches. Mutalisk coming in. This is bad news bears for Loopyrider. This is a Terran's worst nightmare. And he's got the fortress on that's going to try to defend this. But is it going to be enough? I don't know if it's going to be enough to defend this. Loopyrider is now going to be so far behind. When a Zerg player is this far ahead, there's really much you can do but get the GG. He's going to be too far ahead. He's now got the Mutalisk to take care of the buildings that want to float up in the air. Loopyrider's doing his best, knowing that this is the last game, is holding on as long as he can. And there's the GG from Loopyrider. And it looks like Sick's going to take the game. Rapidshare is going to take the match. And it looks like for week 1, Rapidshare is going to win it over EA. So overall, we've seen some very good gameplay. We've seen some Protoss use some Dark Templars. We've seen the MMM ball. We've seen Zergs just push heavy with roaches. But in the end, Rapidshare had the better team this week. And they're going to take the complete match for week 1. And that is basically it. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Technical with GoPro Arena. I am shoutcasting for the After Hours Gaming League. For the B League, check out AfterHoursGamingLeague.tv. And check me out on Twitter. That is at GoPro Arena. And Facebook /GoPro Arena Show. And Twitch.tv/GoPro Arena, where hopefully every Sunday I will be shoutcasting StarCraft 2. And if you stay tuned, at 9 o'clock Central Time, I will be shoutcasting Keyboard and Mouse's match in Counter-Strike Go, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching, and I really, really hope you enjoyed yourself. Sorry for some of the technical difficulties. Hopefully next week and the weeks thereafter things will get better, and you'll appreciate